Hey guys, what's going on? Today's battle is a UU battle versus SirdeafNinja. Now this is a team that me and Meekahchu made on Showdown, and we had quite a few battles with it. We did really well, and it does really well in general, so we decided to make it on my DS and have some Wi-Fi battles with it. It's cool because I get to use a couple Pokemon that I normally don't use, like Porygon Z, Victini, and Frostlass. Also, looking at my opponent's team, the major threats are definitely Moxie Heracross if it is Scarfed, even if it is Moxie. Virizion, especially if it's a workup set and has Stone Edge on it, because it can basically destroy my entire team. Umbreon is going to be kind of annoying to deal with because it's bulky on both ends of the spectrum, and then Chandelure is going to be just annoying to deal with anyways because all that base power in special attack, especially if it's Specs or something, because I don't really want anything besides Snorlax taking any moves. Plus, he wouldn't really appreciate taking all that much. If it has some power fighting. Anyways, I'm going to lead off with Victini. I'm going to go for a Zen Headbutt over the V-Create because the switch out to Chandelure is kind of obvious. Plus, it'll give me some good, decent damage on him. But it only does about almost half, and then I see that he's got leftovers, so I'm thinking he's some kind of subset. So predicting him to go for a substitute, as he probably would want me to switch out because I don't want to take a Shadow Ball. I'm going to go for another Zen Headbutt, but he decides to go straight out to Umbreon, which I guess is a good play on its own because now I'm forced to switch because I am most likely to choice Scarf if I did lead off with Victini. Now I'm going to go out to my Hitmontop to either take a Toxic and or the Foul Play / Payback. He's going to go for Yawn, so I'm pretty much sure that he's going to have Protect with Wish or something like that at this point if he has Yawn. So I'm going to decide to switch out, go out to my Swampert because I can avoid being put to sleep, and plus if he does decide to go for another Yawn, it's not like he has any hazards up to start, damaging me with phasing. So I can actually go for my Rocks and then I can easily just go to sleep. Right here, he's going to go for a Toxic on my Swampert because Swampert is very bulky and it's always really hard to deal with. As I do set up my Rocks. Now he's going to switch out, and the switch out to Virizion is pretty obvious. I could go for a Roar and hopefully try to roar him out into something like his Chandelure. But I'm just going to go straight for the Ice Punch because I want to get off a nice amount of damage on Virizion. It actually does quite a bit of damage, which is perfect because, I don't want to stay in, but at the same time, it's good to have that extra bit of damage on Virizion, especially because I'm putting it down in a range where you probably will want to go for a Giga Drain or something. Anyways, he's going to go for a Reflect. I was not really expecting that, but he's probably leading off Virizion, expecting me to lead off with Swampert in the beginning to easily force a switch, plus he'd be able to get up a Reflect and or a Light Screen. Right here, I decided to U-turn out in case he does want to go on to his Chandelure and or his Umbreon at this point, because they can easily take the V-Create plus the Zen Headbutt I could possibly do to him with the Reflect Up. Anyways, I'm going to decide to switch out to Frostlass as he goes for a Hidden Power. I'm guessing it's Hidden Power Bug. I'm not too sure because it's not super effective. It's not very effective. So, yeah. Anyways, he's going to go out to his Umbreon as I decided to set up a layer of Spikes. He was probably either predicting a Destiny Bond or something, or most likely the Ice Beam. I go for another layer of Spikes right here as he decides to go for a Yawn. I was thinking he does not have any not fighting type moves, dark type moves at this point because I haven't seen any. I think it's just a full support set. So yeah. Anyways, he's gonna go for the Yawn. I'm gonna want to switch out. I don't want Frostlass going to sleep. I'm gonna go out to Victini because if he does decide to go for Yawn again, I can just easily U-turn out and or go for a V-Create or something. Anyways, he's gonna decide to switch as well. He goes on to his Neoking, and with the Reflect Up, I definitely do not want to go for a Zen Headbutt because a Machamp without a Reflect at max HP can definitely take one Zen Headbutt, so I'm pretty sure with the Reflect Up, Nidoking can take a Zen Headbutt. Go for an Earth Power and KO me. So I'm going to decide to U-turn out, go out to Snorlax. As he actually reveals that he's physical, he's going to go for a Poison Jab. He does a lot of damage. I'm guessing he's Life Orb and or Banded because of the damage. Well, actually, I don't know, because Snorlax is not defensive, it's specially defensive, so I'm not sure what kind of vitamin he is. He is most likely Life Orb, though, because I don't see any, damage and stuff, and I don't know, no leftovers and stuff like that. Anyways, I'm going to go switch out, go on to my Hitmontop as he's going to go for another Poison Jab. I'm going to get the Intimidate off on him and take it kind of okay. It still does like 100 damage. I mean, it's going to be like a 4-hit KO anyways, but I don't know. I don't know why he switches out right here. It's not like Hitmontop really can do anything to Nidoking, because most of them don't really have sorry about that, ever carry anything to hit Nidoking, except Sucker Punch. So that's why I do decide to go for it. So he decides to switch down to a Swampert. He does avoid getting damage on his Nidoking, which is perfectly fine, but it wouldn't have really done too much because the Reflect was still up anyways. I'm going to go for a Toxic on his Swampert because he's probably going to go for Rocks, and I really do want to whittle his Swampert down like he does with mine. He's going to go for a Toxic of his own to try and get my Hitmontop, Toxic, and I have some residual damage on him. Because I am physically defensive and Swampert is most likely a physical attacker on his team, he's going to be able to get off some nice damage to me. He does miss a Toxic, which kind of sucks, and I also predict a switch out right here. I don't know why. Plus, also, I know he was not going to go for an attacking move. Sucker Punch would be annoying, and I don't want to lower my defenses at this point. So, it really was not a bad move, but I really couldn't have Rapid Spun either. I mean, a little tiny bit of damage, not really going to benefit me that much, and he didn't have Rocks up at the point anyways. Anyways, I'm going to go for the Rapid Spin now as he decides to go for another Toxic. This part is sped up just a little bit more than the rest of the battle because all of this damage and like after turn effects with Toxic, it really, I believe it was like 2 turns of these two just in together, so I had to cut that down. Anyways, I'm going to decide to switch out because there's not really anything he's going to want to do besides get up Rocks again, which he will go after me, so if I even Rapid Spin, it's not really useful. So I'm going to decide to switch out, go out into my Porygon Z at this point, and I'll hopefully get the special attack boost, which I do. As he decides to switch out, and he goes out into his Virizion, which I don't really understand. I guess he wanted to get up the screen or something. But anyways, I don't want to leave Porygon Z in because he is most likely going to outspeed me. Plus, if he does have Focus Blast or Close Combat, I do not want to take that. I'm pretty sure he'll have Giga Drain because he had the hidden power for some recovery or something, but I don't want to risk it. I'm going to decide to switch out, go out to Frostlass because Frostlass can take anything that this Virizion most likely will want to do. As he set up a light screen as I switched out, and now he's going to set up a Reflect as I get my final layer of spikes up. He's going to switch out, go out to his Chandelier at this point. He's going to take a hell of a lot of damage from the entry hazards as I decide to finish him off with an Ice Beam, which, I mean, it probably would not have lived. I don't know. I could have just outsped anyone for Shadow Ball anyways, so I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, he's going to go out to Swampert at this point. That thing's also going to take a lot of damage from entry hazards. I'm going to go for an Ice Beam because it's my strongest attack. Plus, I'm pretty sure he's not going to be able to KO me because he's most likely more bulky than more invested all the way into attack or something. I do get a Cursed Body Hacks, which is kind of funny, but it doesn't really matter because he can still hit me with, what did he go for? Waterfall or Earthquake right there? Anyways, I probably Waterfall, seeing how it didn't KO me. I'm going to go for an Ice Beam right here, finish off his Swampert. Frostlass really never puts in this much work as it has in this battle. I really do like Frostlass. But anyways, he can't go for a close combat at this point. It's pretty obvious. He can go for a Mega Horn, but the Stone Edge is more likely, so I'm decided to switch out, go out into my Hitmontop, which would either take the Mega Horn and or the Stone Edge pretty much perfectly. As he decides to go for Stone Edge, and it does nothing to me. Anyways, he's going to want to switch out, so I believe I decide to go for either a close combat on the switch and or go for a Toxic. Even if he is Guts or something, it doesn't really matter. I do have Victini, which will outspeed it. And then also I have the Intimidate with my Hitmontop. Anyways, I believe I go for a close combat, predicting maybe a switch out. Oh no, I double switch. Sorry. I go out into Frostlass at this point because I can basically outspeed most of his Pokemon, and yeah. Anyways, he's going to go out to Virizion right here, which is just going to die to all the entry hazards up. So, I don't know why he switched out before anyways. I don't know, getting some more damage on something probably would have been better for him. As I decided to go for an Ice Beam. So Light Screen wears off, and he's going to go back out into his Umbreon, and I don't know why he does this. Because he really can't do anything to me besides Toxic, which he probably will do, and he does decide to go for that, but it won't take me out this turn, so I can switch out. Plus he doesn't have any hazards up, so even if anything, my Frostlass can be a perfect death fodder. Plus, if possible, I could get off a Destiny Binder on something. I'm going to switch out though. I'm going to save Sasha for later. I'm going to go out into my Victini. And but he's gonna go for a Protect to basically not get any more damage on that turn. Plus, he would have done. I would have died to the Toxic damage. I don't know if he has Protect. I really don't know his last move, to be perfectly honest, but because I switched out, you can go for another Protect and scout out what I'm going to do. Get a little bit of HP back with leftovers, but at this point, everything on his team is basically just going to die to a V-Crate anyways. So he's got to fodder off something, and it's probably going to be Umbreon, because then he can either go out into his Heracross that's speed me and scare me out and threaten me out with the Mega Horn or the Stone Edge, and or go for something else. But he's going to decide to go out into his Nidoking. I don't know why. I'm going to outspeed him anyways, even at -1, because Scarf Victini and 100 base speed. But I decided to switch out. I don't know why I decided to switch out. I probably would have outsped him anyways. I'm just going to go to my Frostlass as Death Fodder, I guess. I don't know. That was kind of stupid of me. Because like Victini outspeeds a hell of a lot of things, even at -1 with its Scarf. I'm going to go out to Victini. I think I just go for a Zen Headbutt because it's safe and it can easily KO Heracross plus his Nidoking at this point. And his last Pokemon is going to be his Heracross, which will easily just die after all the entry hazard damage to his Zen Headbutt, and that's going to be the game, guys. So hopefully I didn't do that bad. I don't really, because I don't feel good at all, really. Plus, also, I did try to narrate this yesterday, and I was getting really pissed off because I kept screwing up. That's why I uploaded the showdown battle. Yeah, hopefully it wasn't that terrible. Anyway, sorry if it was. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another Wi-Fi battle.